Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on my video. Since it's October, almost Halloween, I figured I would share a few things that have happened to me that are on the paranormal side, or on the weird side, or on the unexplained side, whatever you'd like to call it. It all started when we moved into my childhood home. Now, I'm the youngest of three kids. My brother's 5 years older than me. My sister's 7 years older than me. And when we moved into the house, I was just starting first grade. So I was 6 years old. The house was gorgeous. It reminded me of like the Brady Bunch house because it was like the 1970s looking. Like it really was. Like it wasn't like, it was just a really cool house. It was one story, like ranch style house that had a finished basement and then an apartment built onto it where my grandma stayed. Um and then my brother's room was that we made a room for him down in the basement. And then there was another bathroom down there, and the big area of the basement was like the family room with like the pool table and the computer, and then like a living room set up with the TV. And then the other side of the basement was the laundry room and like storage, and then that's where my brother's room was on the other side of that, and then the bathroom. So here's one of the things that would happen. Like this is when we probably, right, not too long after we first moved in, and I seen, not just me, we all did, the whole family seen this until the day we left there. Okay, so like I said, my brother's room was in the basement, and there was a bathroom down there, and the upstairs tub like didn't drain right, so you had to shower downstairs, and I hated that because I didn't feel comfortable being down there like by myself. My dad had this workbench like right beside the bathroom. There was this little skinny hallway, and that's where my dad's workbench was. And then back in like the corner, there was this open well. It was like a big circle. Like you could jump in this thing, and it just bubbled and boiled all the time. Like it did, not 24/7, but every couple hours you would hear it like boiling. And I have never saw that in any other house. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if you've seen that before, but so my dad just hung a curtain over it and told us not to go back there. So we didn't, because I was terrified of it anyhow. So when you would be in the shower down there, you knew you could feel somebody, in there with you. And you'd look into the mirror and you'd see this guy. It was an old guy. Like his face was droopy, and he had like long gray hair. He looked like, I don't know, he looked like, I don't know what he looked like, but he just looked like an old guy with a weird face. And then you'd look in the mirror and you'd see him dipping around the corner back to where that well was. And like he'd look right at you, and then he would just walk out of the bathroom, go around the corner, and go back to where that well was. I don't know how my brother slept down there, because his room was literally right next door to that. There was a wall there, and that's it. So there's that, and I have so many, but I'll just get into like one or two tonight. Down, I had this in the family room down there. See, this is when I was real young. I had like all the Barbies in the world. I had like a million houses and the swimming pools and all that stuff. I'd had Barbie, everything. So I'd be sitting down there playing with my Barbies and playing with my other toys, and I would just stop like, I would just get freezing and like just like goosebumps everywhere, and I knew somebody was not just standing behind me, but standing right behind me, like this. And I would jump up and run up the steps as fast as I could, screaming, "Mom, Mom, Mom!" And then my dad would go down there and check, and of course, there'd never be anything. But later on, my dad told me crazy crap happened to him in there, but I'll get into that in a different one. Okay, so, and then in my bedroom was upstairs with all the other bedrooms, and it was right beside my parents' room. And then there was a bathroom, and my sister's room was right on the other side of the hall. I would be sleeping. Well, I wasn't really sleeping. I would fall asleep early at night, and then I would, if I woke up, and I'd always have to pee in the middle of the night, but I would not move. I would just keep the covers over my head. I'd put like a little hole right here so I could breathe a little bit, and I wouldn't move. I would stay so still, and I'd be sweating, like pouring sweat, because I knew that there was somebody standing right beside my bed. Like, every night. And I'd wait till my dad got up for work. He got up at 6 o'clock on the dot every day, and as soon as he would I'd hear his door open, I'd run out and go to the bathroom because I had to pee so bad, because I'd be waiting all night. And that happened the whole time I lived there. Alright, so, well, this is like, I was probably about 13, 14 around this time. This is really crazy. I don't want you guys to think I'm nuts, but this seriously happened. Alright, so the first part is a dream. I had a dream that we were all at the house, but the house was different. You know how dreams are. Like, the house was set up different and everything. And we were having like a birthday party at the house for one of us grandkids. Because we were all close. All of us cousins were real close, and we always have, our birthday parties together and stuff. So this is a dream, and the woods behind our house, I'll get into that too. The woods behind our house were creepy as hell, and all of us are walking through the woods just messing around, and I turn around, and there's this lady standing there. Tall lady, real big and slender. And I'm talking like almost 7 feet tall, and she's super skinny, wearing all black, but her skin was white, like white as like snow, and her whole eye was just glowing blue, like there was no pupil or white part, like it was just glowing blue. And she tells us, "You guys gotta get out of these woods. It's evil back here. Get out while you can." She's like, "I'll follow you back to make sure nothing happens, but you gotta go back to your house." So we're like, okay, whatever, So we did. And we're walking, I turn around, we turn around, and she's gone. She's not there anymore. So that we're like, that was weird, So the dream ended with me and my cousin helping my grandma make a cake in the kitchen, like mix up this cake. And there was like a bunch of different cupboards in the kitchen, had a lot of like little pantries and stuff. And we were telling her about the lady, and we'd say, "Mimi, we saw this weird lady back in the woods," like, and told her blah 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 blah. And I hear a cupboard squeak open, and the lady peeks out of the cupboard, and I'm like, "Mimi, there she is!" And my grandma goes and swings the cupboard open, and you'd see the lady like running back to the back of the cupboard and then just disappear. And like she did it probably 2 or 3 more times. Another cupboard would squeak open, you'd see her peeking out the cupboard, and we'd go and open it, and like she'd either be running back the cupboard or gone. And that's when I woke up. So the dream's over, you know. I woke up like, what the hell was that? So the very next night, me and that same cousin in the dream who was helping make that birthday cake, she was over our house. We had a dope backyard, like with everything. We had a big, beautiful, like swimming pool. I lived in that pool, and so we're in the pool swimming, and it's like about to start getting dark out. And you know those laser pointers, you know, like the cats play with. Well, I on the water we see a red one and a blue one, like going all different shapes and stuff. And I look up to see where it's coming from, and you not, the lady was sitting up in a tree with her knees up like this, staring at us with them blue eyes, pointing lasers at us while we were swimming in the pool. Yeah. I screamed to my cousin, get out, we gotta go inside. And we jumped out of that pool so fast, ran inside soaking wet, and I'll tell you right now, that wasn't even one of the least bit scariest things that happened to me while living in that house. So, if you want to know any more, or are interested in any of my other videos or whatever, just leave a comment. I want to, and if you have any cool stories, leave a comment. I like to hear stuff like that, because makes me think like I'm not the only crazy one. But I'll tell y'all some of the real crazy stuff coming up here soon. So I don't know. Like and subscribe. I don't have any subscribers yet, but hopefully soon. I'm just starting this, so I don't know. That's why it kind of looks like crap, because I'm still trying to figure everything out. But, alright, my dog's over here bugging me, so I'm gonna let you go. I'll talk to you later. Alright, see ya.